So what we have here is we have a lamination issue where the fiberglass is separated from its backing plate, the structural, in this case plywood. But you notice that if I get you guys down here, maybe see how much it moves. Where in other areas doesn't move as much. I already put some screws down in here and bonded them back together, so you got about a 1/16 to an 1/8 inch of fiberglass and then a piece of plywood underneath, and they've just come separated, but they're supposed to be bonded together. So one of the techniques is to drill a hole just through the top layer and inject some fiberglass resin in there, and it'll spread out, rebond the two, and make so you don't get this play, because this will just cause paint and everything to crack. So what I did is I just have a basic syringe here. I think I got this with a printer ink refill. And I just stuck a piece of tubing on it and I cut little V notches in it, so when I stick this down, the fluid can run into each side. So let's mix up the teeny bit of fiberglass resin I have here. And let's try this hole. Wow, that went down in there. Let's get some more. Well, there we go. It's cured. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's a little bit right here that could be done. So maybe I'll drill a hole here, do a little bit here. But these areas that I did, and pretty much the surrounding area, is solid. So awesome. That took out the deflection. Hey guys. Well, it's been a lot of work so far, but if you see behind me, it's actually masked off. Sand after sand after sand. This thing started with sanding about 60 grit, and then moved up to 100, then 150, and I finaled with 220. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna push it up to like 400 or so. It's never gonna be an automotive finish, but bondo's starting to get a gloss to it. I don't know if that'll pick up or not, but it actually has a sheen to it with 220. This blue tape doesn't like to stick as good as the white tape, but it'll come off after sitting in the sun for a couple days. But you can see it all sanded down. I was finishing up by one spot. Gotta touch this one little spot up. That's the way it goes. You get it all masked off and you notice one little spot you gotta get. But everything's pulled off pretty much. Everything's masked up. I don't know if it's too dark in here. It's all masked off. Everything's removed that can be removed. So the next step is to spray some primer on it. So I'll get some primer on it. That has to actually dry for 48 hours supposedly before I can top coat it. So I'll get that sprayed on it, and then I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm sure I can find something. See you guys soon, bye. So I took the wax and tar remover, grease remover, whatever they want to call it, and I did that around the entire thing. And then I followed it up with some glass cleaner just to help remove any grease. Some ammonia-free glass cleaner. That's a trick that I learned a while back on YouTube. So it's getting ready to spray the primer, and I built a tent above it. So I'm trying to keep it out of direct sunlight. Here we go. It's all primered. Now I just gotta let it sit and dry, and I also primered the entire trailer. There you go, guys. That's about 80 hours of work to get to this point. So now I gotta let it dry before I start putting color on. I'll post another update. See you guys soon. Bye.